Greetings and welcome once again to Timberborn. I'm KatherineOfSky, and the lore of our story is something like, and thus began the story of the folk tales who created a successful colony and were ready to take on the future. But elsewhere in the world, a different breed of beaver was ready to come out of hiding and let the sunlight once again light on their little noses. Yes, we are going to play the Iron Teeth, which is the hard beaver, and we're going to play hard mode on a hard map. I really want some challenge. I want to do some cool stuff here. So the map we're going to play is Mountain Range, and it's pretty rough. So let's go say next. We're going to play hard mode, just default hard mode. Humans did not make it, and neither will you. Okay, game, that's pretty ominous. We start with scarce resources. Droughts are severe and become worse over time. No joke. Let's go. I really wanted to challenge myself to hard mode, and here it comes. By the way, thank you. Huge thank you to all of my patrons, the old patrons, the new patrons, the in-between patrons, and everyone who's a member of the channel, my supporters, people who send me donations. Y'all are wonderful. If you don't yet have this game and want to pick it up on Epic, you can use my creator code. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does support me just a tiny bit. If you don't use Epic, buy it somewhere else. It is a really great game. So anyway, we have Mountain Range. So we have this lovely river. We are very limited in the area that we can travel because of these very large escarpments here. The river goes this way, and that's it. There is no more green on this map. This is literally the entire greenery of the map. There are no more water sources. I'll just show you the whole map here so you can see. It's pretty rough. This is a rough start. Oh, I guess I'll show you this corner. Yeah, not that we can get to those corners. So the spring is actually at a really good spot because in our previous map, the spring was kind of at a very low level. I think we may have had 1 or 2 levels. But this could be a good major dam project if we want to, or we could do some other things with it. I have some ideas, but first of all, I would like to get started. So we have beavers. We've started off with 11 beavers, 7 adults and 4 children. Now we have to be very careful with our resources to begin with. I want to go ahead and plan a couple of things. So first of all, we need water. That is the massive first step for anything. Looks like we have a 5 line here, so let's put 1 water pump down there. I'm gonna go ahead and connect this with a road to our area over there. Now I have plans for this river, so what I'm gonna do, I want to make sure everything is at least 1 tile from the river. So let's see, I would like to get rid of these trees first. Because we're gonna do something interesting here. These trees are okay as well. Let me just go ahead and get a cutting thing here, cutting zone. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a safety thing here, and I'm gonna leave 1 tree for breeding purposes. That one, sure. So that if we cut down all the trees, then we'll have like a safety thing. Now these are already dead, so we don't need to do that with them. So let's just go ahead and mark all of these for cutting and just get this area as well on top of this section there. Let's go ahead and clean this up a tiny bit. I don't like to have excess squares affected too much there in case we, plan other things. So that's what we got right now. Now we're going to have to probably make a road up to this area, but we'll just do what we can for now. So what I want to do is we're going to have a couple of wood gatherers. Okay, let's go ahead and put them maybe here. Do 1, 2, and maybe 1 over here like that. 3 for now. Now we have 7 beavers, and that's all we have. Now I also want to put in a gathering flag for these berries. That's going to be important to us as well. Go ahead and put that there. Now then, we are going to have to do some quick making quick stuff here. They're going to do the lumberjack posts first, and we're going to get some trees, and therefore after that we're going to get this water pump organized. And then what we want to use this wood for. Okay, let's go. Hello. Hello. Here first, please. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, carrying logs. Good, good. All right, we have one unemployed beaver. We can maybe employ them here, or we can put down another lumberjack flag, and I think that might be what we do here. Let's just go ahead and put a flag out here. Let's just get that going. We have to be very careful to do things quickly because the droughts come soon. They come very soon. All right, here we go. There we go. Now we're not going to build water tanks, and there's a very good reason for that, and it is called strategy. We're actually going to try and build a dam. Now we have only 3 squares to complete. I think we should have enough to complete it, but the dam is going to give us the ability to have this area watered, as well as having the water drawn from the water pump. So let's go ahead and start building this dam. This dam is going to be extremely important. I think we need at least 1 farm though first. Let's build 1 farm. Yeah, that's going to be important because we need the food immediately. And then the dams can be afterward. Okay, so let's go. Let's get the farm going. It's super, super important to get the right things done in the correct order with this build here. Or with our building, I guess I should say it that way. On this map, it is a difficult map. Okay, so beavers, the other thing I want to do is change their working hours to 18 hours a day instead of 16. In other games I have checked and they don't seem to suffer too much with that. We may change it back when we have things where they need to avail themselves of more amenities like leisure things, carousels, temples, and all that kind of thing. But for now, we're going to leave it at that. Now, there is one thing that we need to do here. Now, iron teeth are quite different in the way that they breed because they need breeding pods, and that is the only way that they breed. So I'm going to leave room here for a few breeding pods. Let's do 1, 2, and 3 for now. And we're going to pause 2 of them. Now, these things need berries and they need water to create their stuff. They're little beaverlings, kits. Okay, let's go ahead and make some carrots. Now we're gonna kind of overdo the carrots for a bit because we don't have the wood yet to make the potato farms going at all. So we need to get this going, and let's see. Let's fire one of the lumberjacks for now. Let's see. Is that enough? We can also, let's see, no, we don't have 15 water there yet. So we need to fire 2 lumberjacks for now. So until we get, actually, let's go ahead and open these back up. And when the farmers are done planting, we're going to fire them from farming. And then we're going to put them to work doing other things. It's very important. Okay, so notice that I'm also keeping 1 distance away from the river, and that will be explained later in the series. Okay, we are starting to get some logs creating these dams here. I would like to start a breeding pod, though. I think we need at least 1 breeding pod because the breeding is so horribly slow. The folktales breeding is controlled by housing. You can just build another house and our beavers will go at it like rodents and they'll have kittens. But the iron teeth are a tiny bit different. They don't do that. They have to have these breeding pods, which are basically sort of giant vats of water, and there's a tiny beaver in there, and this is the way they raise their young, which seems, oh, that's an interesting thing. Anyway, that's the way they do things. So we're not going to judge. We're not going to be judgy beavers. So it's going to be fine. All right, so now these dams are now the most important thing that we can make. And we're going to prioritize them up. And I'm going to add a tiny bit more road here. Now note that this dam provides more than one function. We can also now access the trees on this side if we want to. Let's go ahead and mark those for cutting, these here, and then eventually we'll get to these over there as well. So at some point we're going to move some of our lumberjack huts over elsewhere and it's going to be better. So now with these carrots, we're going to wait until they are grown, and then we're going to rehire the farmers so that they can they can pick the carrots and all the things. So right now our beavers are surviving on berries, and that's what they're going to do for a bit. We do need to have 2 warehouses for those. One for carrots and one for berries. Sometimes, like initially, you might share them. That's an okay thing. You can turn the gatherer flag on and off manually if you wish to do so. Okay, we have food shortages, but hopefully they'll get it at the berry gatherer's flag. Okay, there's one person very thirsty. No, don't die. Stop dying. Dude, not okay, man. Not okay. All right, let's hope they finish this dam today. And it should be good. All right, so this is actually quite good. I'm very happy with our result here. It's not bad. Not too bad at all. In fact, I should actually remove these carrots there, but I'm going to let them have the full harvest. You know what I'll do? The easy way to do this is to cancel the planting. So what I want to do is have 3 water tanks here just for funsies. So after these are harvested, they will not be replanted. So that's a good thing. All right, so now we have all of these trees accessible to us. That's extra wood. Happy days are here again. Now, if we look at what benefits they get, this one, they don't get any benefit from social life? Surely they do. I know they do. Are you just dead? Hello? This one does. Oh, oh no, that's our baby beavers. Age 5, their growth speed is plus 30%. Hello? No, the adults don't get any benefit. That's very sad. Anyway, for fun, they get working speed. Nutrition 1, that's going to be our carrots. Life expectancy goes up. Nutrition 2 gives us strength plus 30%, which is fantastic. And then I've seen on the forums that people say they can carry 2 logs instead of 1. So I wonder if they're kind of like on the edge of carrying 2, and that 30% gives them the edge on that. Anyway, comfort. This is housing. So they get life expectancy plus 25% and walking speed goes up. So clearly having housing is good for our beavers. This might also be fairly easy to fulfill spirituality. Working speed is good. Aesthetics also working speed plus 10%. So we're going to try to get some of these easy bonuses. And then our beavers are going to be more productive. So let's start with that, shall we? Let's build a barrack. Now, these are a 2-story dwelling with the entrance on the bottom, which is quite different from the folktales. So let's put our first housing block right over there. We're going to go ahead and just put a road here around. So that's fine. Now, the other thing we desperately need is we need science to happen. So I think I kind of can have I think we can have like a science alcove back here maybe. Like this perhaps, something like that. Let's get our pathing where it works. Okay, looks like we don't need that square. Okay, so this is quite good in that it gives us space for decoration. Oh wait, we don't, not that much space for decorations evidently. Anyway, we're going to put 2 of these on pause. And then the other one we're going to put on high because it is important to build. And we need to research very specific things for our progress. Now, I'm probably going to make this look easy, but if you haven't played a difficult map on hard mode before, just be warned. It's not easy. It really isn't. I make it look easy because, well, I'm the Katherine. But anyway, I feel it's like ice skating. You ever watch Olympic ice skating and it's like, oh my God, that's beautiful. It's great. And it is. And it looks so effortless. And then you go to an ice skating rink and it's like, you fall down on your butt. It's not easy. So anyway, that's kind of like what this is about. We are looking forward to these carrots being done. They are progressing. They have 66% on these carrots. So that's perfect. That is really good. We are running out of berries, as you might see. This is a bit dangerous. So just, yeah. That's, yeah, we're going to have to work on that. But anyway, we also need to create some stuff. We need to create wooden planks because we're going to have to build a forester. That is going to be extremely important to us. So what I want to do here is let's start with building some power wheels. I want to build one here. Let's build a couple of them, in fact, or maybe even 3. We're going to need them because these folks don't have windmills at all. Yeah, it's rough. So it is not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Let's see. Let's build ourselves a lumber mill. We need one of these. Now, I guess we can do this way. Let's just connect them this way and then have the road going in front. There. They do have a different thing called an engine, which you just feed with logs to burn them. And that's how they generate electricity. Or not electricity, but horsepower or beaver power, whatever your proclivities may be. All right, so we have... all right, we don't want to have the lumber mill active yet. We have one unemployed person. I think what we want to do here for now is, let's see, we've got carrots. They're not done yet. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build this other inventor's hut. And then that is going to get built. And we're going to also build this power wheel. Okay, just want to build very carefully, one thing at a time. It's kind of important. Now, some people suggest doing a checkerboard pattern of not cutting trees, and that's okay, but I actually prefer the forester. It is so much faster to cut stuff and build stuff. However, it can be a blessing if you can't build the forester fast enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and unmark a couple of these trees in this area and see if we can get some trees spread there. Now, trees do take forever to spread, as we have seen, so it's not going to be instant by any means. But anyway. Okay, so let's see. We have 2 inventors. All right, looking good, looking good. Then, now, you probably thought I forgot, but I didn't. We also need to have the warehouses. Now, I think I want a warehouse district maybe starting around here. We can move this road. That's the only thing that's stopping it is this lumberjack post, but we don't actually need that. That can be moved. So what I want to do is let's start and build 2 storages, 2 small warehouses. Actually, we might build them this way. Let's build 2 there. Someone had a really great idea. Actually, several people mentioned this, to not connect the warehouse beginning, the entrance of it. What I'm going to do is go ahead and just put this one on high and get that one done. Ah, and the drought is a-coming. Scary times. So let's get this one sorted first. And we're going to just quickly catch it before it gets built. So we can just... Okay, there we go. Pause and allowed none. And this is going to be our... I think this is going to be carrots. There we go. We'll do carrots here. Okay. And the next one will be berries, but that one is unconnected. So let's see. Here we have 98%. We're going to start... There we go. We actually have started getting carrots. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Open up the farmhouse, and we're going to pause one of the inventors. There we go. All right, we are getting carrots. This is kind of great. So the reason I, of course, did the carrots is because we want to start storing them as soon as possible. And those are going to be transported as soon as we can. Now we're going to wait for the other warehouse to be completed. Do we have somebody working on the power wheel? We do not. So what we can do with these, I don't think we're going to run out of water here. We should be okay through the drought. It should be a fairly short drought. But still, we need to just be careful and watch stuff. we also really need a forester. So we're looking for those points to buy the forestry building, which I think is 60. Yes, it is 60 science points. We already have 42. We're doing really great on this. Let's see. We have nobody there yet. But we might be able to shift the farmers once they have replanted the entire field here. Now, another thing we can do, we do have 21 logs, so we could shift 2 of our... oh, no, not yet. Okay. 2 of our lumber jack people. Let's see. This person doesn't have too much to do. They have some, but their log pile is getting pretty, yeah, full. Let's see. Actually, let's go and shift these guys. Let's do these instead. We'll take these folks. All right, so this one is finished, doesn't have a road as intended. And we're going to say none. And this is going to be our berry shed. Now let's connect it up. There we go. All right. Now this lumber post is probably going to move, just FYI. So this is not a planned road or anything. I just want to get a little bit closer to those stairs because that's going to be important for us. What I want to do here is create a large flat-topped area where we can actually put stuff on top of this. Because I have some thoughts and ideas and stuff and things. Hooray! Now, I would say the most important thing is to get a forester out here ASAP. What I want to do also is I want to get a road going this way and put the forester out here. I want the forester to be in this area so that they can plant in this huge, huge area out here because that's better for us than sharing this land with the crops. I think that's going to work a lot better. Okay, so we have one unemployed person. Let's go ahead and put somebody in the lumber mill since we have the technology. We have the beavers. All the things are here. Yes. All right, we have now food, which is great. Food is good. We like food. Okay, let's get our path connected here and there. And these are almost done. Hooray. It's a shame to kind of waste those trees, but you know, if you can't get it sorted, then you gotta do what you can. Okay, so 60 science points, and this gets us. Let's see what we want to do here. I only want to cover the area that actually is green. So this seems like an okay thing right here. I think that actually works. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, that's fine. Now, keep in mind we do not have dynamite yet, so we can't really do too much about stuff. So anyway, I also want to do a couple of things here. Now, I know that we're going to need some transport to this side of things. So I want to make a road going this way. And maybe we want to get these trees down here. So let's make a road going this way as well. And so we can maybe plant some trees down here. But that's going to have to be after we get some kind of stairways going as well. So let's see. We can also, let's prioritize these and get that road going. Okay, good, good. Drought is a-coming. Scary times. Now, I wish they would have harvested this area. Can we prioritize these? Not really, can we? Come on, folks. We really want to get some of those water containers available. Just to make sure. They do have a lot to harvest. I think actually I can do a removal here. And that will probably harvest them, I think. So let's go ahead and just prioritize those as the highest. Looks like we have builders removing them. I don't know if that means that they're going to be used or maybe, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be wasted or not. I hope they're not going to be wasted because they are just, you know, they're pure carrot goodness right there. Okay, so let's get a small water tank right here. And it's not going to do us any good right now. But look, we have this entire area still irrigated. I hope we're going to be fine. It should be fine. But in any case, we're just going to get that water thing going and it's going to be good. Now, what I like to do in this kind of situation is make sure that I have one planting and one harvesting farmhouse. Right now, that's not the case. So I want to fix that. I need to definitely create another farmhouse that does the planting and one that does the gathering. Now that we have tons and tons of everything, we have the ability to make trees, we have the wood, we are getting more wood over here. And now it's time to sort out the planting of the trees. Now, what do we want to do here? I think we definitely want to have a little bit of birch tree plantation here. So let's just do 2 rows of those. Let's do a little bit of pine. We can maybe we can make this entire area pine. And then the rest will be maple. I think that's a good solution to this. Let's go ahead and just get these areas done like this. Now I could plant it all the way to the edge, but we are going to start doing the other project shortly. So we're just gonna kind of chill on that for a bit. Okay, and all of that is going to be replanted with maple when we get to it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, just all the way over there. Thank you very much. Okay. Very nice. Any tile that has a smidge of green, I'm just going to go ahead and cover it. And if they don't plant there, that's okay too. Now then, one thing that I did not anticipate, I need to redo this area. Okay, let's just get all of this off. Now, what I did not anticipate, and I want to talk about this a little bit, is I want them to plant some maples, but I also want them to plant some birches, like soon, like right now. As in, they will start planting from their place in a circular kind of going outward direction and kind of a spiral. So I want them to plant some birch because that's the fast growing tree. And then I want them to plant some maples as well. So we'll put the maples over here because the maples, they do take a long time to grow. But overall, it's very worth it to have them. But I also want them to have ready wood just in case, well, we need it because we do need it. We need tons and tons of wood. Okay, let's see. Our barrack houses 10 beavers and we have 2 homeless beavers. So we're going to have to build another beaver shack soon. But tomorrow, the foresters get to work on stuff. Now this area can also be used for trees. I want them to go ahead and plant this area and let's see how far we get with the others. Now I also want to do the cutting. Let's do the cutting orders as well. Let's just put all of this under cutting orders. Hooray. And I don't think we actually need to spare any trees anymore because we have the forester. We should be good. Now let's let them plant all these trees before we go and plant this area. Might want to save this for food. Ah, and there is one more thing I want to do. Let's do this really quickly. We want to remove some of these planting things because we want to get some cutters in here because this is going to be our primary cutting area. We just want them to cover the entire area. So this is going to be 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that seems good. So we're going to delete this place. Do they have logs? Yes, they do. So let's just pause this one. This one has no logs, so good. Delete and delete. Okay. This one, I think I'm going to move this to up here. Let's move that there. Okay. Say okay. This one has 13 logs, so we're going to pause that one. Okay. Very good. I'm going to let these construct and then I'm going to pause them. Okay, so I do want to get a little bit of water in this tank. It's pretty important, I think, just to have a little bit of water in stock. We're going to go ahead and build 2 more tanks for the funds. The farm is going to be prioritized because I feel like we need beavers both planting and gathering or harvesting. That's the word. Okay, so let's see. We have 2 beaver or lumberjack posts on right now. Let's see, what have we got here? Do we have, we do have planks. This is great. Planks are great. We love planks. We're gonna need millions of them. But I think we're going to stop our plank making for now, because we need to work on some other things. Let's pause this lumberjack flag as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, how do I have 7 flags? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one, yeah, we needed to get rid of this one. 6. And where's the 7th? I don't know where they are. Huh, that's strange. I don't know where the other one is. Whoops. Okay, let's get this road connected differently right now. And then we will be able to have this area to do with whatever we want with right now. Okay. Where's the other flag? This is making me like, huh, where is it? How's this? This no goods in stock, so we'll delete that. So now we have 5. I only see 4 game. Why are you confusing me? Okay, it's fine. We'll find it, I'm sure. Okay, so this beaver currently working on stuff up here. Now, this beaver does have access, it looks like, to the entire plateau, so we don't even need a road there, though we could add one if we wanted to. Okay, so right now we have 0 unemployed beavers. Things are going pretty well. We have 1 inventor. This is pretty much exactly what we want, except for I want to have 1 beaver at each of our farms, because I think we only need 2 currently. So these guys are going to prioritize planting, and these are going to prioritize harvesting. And that's how we want this to work right now. I think we're happy with that. Okay, the drought is almost over, though you do see the water level going down a little bit right there, and it's gonna go down a little bit faster as we're gonna get more beavers in our colony. Right now what we're waiting for is to get the stairs and the platforms, so we need 170 research points for those things. After this entire area is planted, though, I think we can divert a few beavers from the farming into other stuff. Definitely. Also, what I want to do is, as an area of planting, I think we need a certain amount of berries. This is going to come kind of with food security, as in the berries are only going to be used for the breeding pods. So we do want to have an area that has a regular amount of them, shall we say, like a planted kind of area. Let's see, like this kind of thing. We want to have this amount of berries, say, maybe even further, like that, I guess. And we can just have this entire area of berries. We do need to get a forester to plant these things, and then we can get rid of these berry bushes there. But having enough berries is going to be very important for controlling our breeding. And having enough breeders to do stuff. What I could do is see if I can put the forester here and maybe plant these guys and then help over here. Because obviously we're not going to need a forester here for long. They can plant the berry bushes, and then the berry bushes last kind of forever. So it's not an issue to have them. Another thing that we can do is build a log pile. Oh, there comes the water again. So good. Now, one thing that I would like to create here, I think, is log storage. Now, the industrial log pile costs 12 logs, and it's also a 3x3 building. So I want to delete some of these crops here. Let's just do that. Let's delete these things. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and there we go, those. And then I can also add carrots here, because that was an unused thing. So let's do that. Okay, let's pause both farms. And I think I want to build a forestry hut. Let's see what we can do with this forestry hut here. Nope, it's just planting the area that we already have planted, which is unfortunate. It's okay, though. We can do a little bit maybe planting over here. This is just going to be very temporary. At least they'll be able to help a little bit, though, so that's nice. And here, let's go ahead and plant. Maybe we'll plant some maple out here. Just in the meantime. Okay, there we go. And mark our cutting zone. We already have it. great. Let's just be a little bit neater here about that. And we can also plant on that edge. I completely forgot about that. Let's see, plant trees. Let's get a couple maples on this little edge there. Hooray. Okay, perfect. So, but yeah, this is mainly just to plant the bushes, then we can get rid of it. This is just for funsies this year. Let's see. Now, the reason I decided to stop is because I do want to use this area here for planting potatoes and wheat. We might replace some of these carrots with wheat. We'll see. But let's see. We do want to get our potatoes planted. Let's just make sure we're at the edge here. Okay, there we go with potatoes. And actually, let's cancel this here. We don't need those. And then wheat. Want to add these squares, those, and those. And of course, we have overrun ourselves because I didn't turn the camera. Bad KOS. Bad. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, looking pretty good so far. We have 3 unemployed beavers. Let's go ahead and set them to cutting for now. We want them to be cutting down trees and doing stuff. We can also maybe make some more planks. It's a bit rough because we still have, well, we only have 6 planks. So let's just make some more planks because we're going to need them. We know that already. So let's turn off one of these cutters. Let's see. Is that correct? I think that's right. I think that's good. I kind of wish I could find this other lumberjack flag. I'm like, where the heck is it? Because it's obviously, it's using up a space for us. There's that one. And then there's these 4. Yeah. I'm like, where the heck is it? And I want to find it because a beaver might be employed there. Yeah, beaver is employed there. This is really annoying, actually. Let's see. Do we see it anywhere? It's not there. No. They look like this. Huh. That is really strange. There's 4 there. And I honestly can't find it. I don't know where it is. We didn't put one up here, did we? We had one out there, then we moved it. Okay, and there's that flag. That's the gatherer flag for the berries. I don't know. I'm kind of confused about this. Let's prioritize berries on this. All right, and we're going to pause, I think, another one of these cutters. Okay, so this is good. We have these planted first, the maples, so that we can get a little bit of wood going in. That's great. So they're going to do the blueberries despite these being closer. And I guess I could have done that with this one, is prioritize planting these birches, but it's okay. We're good on that. Now then, we wanted to plant the maples out here. So let's just do that. Okay, good, good. Nice. Very good. Okay. And then we'll just add, oh, we can't add the road there because the tree's in the way. And here we were going to add, of course, our log storage. Let's do that. Industrial log pile. It's a little bit different from our friends, the folk tales. They can hold, it holds a little bit more. I think the other one is 150. Or maybe it's the same. I don't know. But this one has a roof on it, as in you can stack stuff on top of it. So that's quite convenient. And we're going to use that later for this project that I'm thinking about over here. And it's going to work really nicely. Okay, so the carrots are not done yet, which is kind of great. This is looking really good. I'm feeling we have a really good start here. This is pretty good. Pretty darn good indeed. All right, we have 93 science points, which allows us to get one of our things. Let's get stairs. We can't do too much with them because we need the platforms to go along with the stairs, but it is somewhat useful, so that's good. We are doing really well. And if you notice, this playthrough is going to be kind of have a bit of a more limited colonist vibe to it. We're going to be very focused on our small amount of beavers, and they're going to become very important to us. So that's kind of what we're going to go with for now. Let's see, we're going to take a road down here, and our next project is going to be to get down into this valley. That's going to be the thing. Now we just need 100 more science points to unlock this platform, and any unemployed beavers are going to go ahead and work here at the inventor's shack. I might actually start another inventor's shack as well as another breeding pod for construction, just to make sure those get done. I don't know if they will get done because we have very few trees. But these birches, they're 43% grown, but then again, they only provide 1 log once they are harvested, so that's not ideal. The pines are, yeah, a little bit back from that, and we have another drought coming along. This is going to be a test, because each of these droughts is going to get longer and longer. And even though we have a good start, this can go bad really, really quickly, just as a warning to you. So be careful when you're doing stuff. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause this breeding pod. I just wanted to construct it, not necessarily to operate it just yet. So I'm not going to worry about our... Oh, now we're going to turn on our farmers because we need them. So we're going to turn on the farmers, and I think we'll turn off the lumber people. We might turn on... Let's see. Do these people have access? They do have access to those trees. How about here? This person has tons of access to trees. So I think what we'll do is maybe turn off one of these and let one of our beavers at least do farming. And then maybe turn off the inventors. Okay, there's nobody there right now. Do we have to turn off the plank making? Maybe. Maybe we should turn off the plank making, but let's see. What else can we turn off? I don't want to turn anything off. No, help. I guess maybe we'll turn off this, well, let's see. What do we have over here? There's actually not much to do over here, so let's turn off this forester for the time being. Okay. Looking good. But anyway, I think that this is probably a good spot to stop this episode for today. I hope you have enjoyed this, and this is going to be quite the playthrough, I guarantee it. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. I have some ideas how we're going to deal with some water management stuff, and I hope you really, really enjoy that. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.